It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Bengals and the Oilers on Thursday night primetime.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we join you from the so-called Space City, Houston, Texas. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Oilers. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. Sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, he took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here we go. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. So they get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Always bite on the short shit, man.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Man open, it's Jamar Chase complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The LSU connection, Burrow to Chase for the Cincinnati first.
11 MT, 11 Thomas.
Mixing up the middle. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. First down. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. A 24-yard touchdown.
That shit fucking retarded. The nigga literally read the plays, but Madden didn't let him make the fucking play.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Down. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground to the 22-yard line. So you look at this situation and the relocation. It's worked other places. You've got the 2 teams in L.A. Until recently, we had 2 out of the Bay Area. Of course, the 2 New York teams. Now 2 teams calling Houston home. Well, we know that they do things big here in Texas. And if these fans here are any indication, this city is ready to support a second team. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
10 cycles. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Crawford, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Green jack. Steel, black. Black ultra. Hut.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
11 MT, 12, 11 mighty, 11 MT.
They give to Nixon to try to pick it up. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11.
It's Nixon on the counter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here we go.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8.
11, 12.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza is sent on to punt. This is taken at the 10. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Ready. Ready.
They go play action. Young. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 81 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Here we go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. 12, 11, mighty, 11, empty.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Brian Burns now with his 2nd sack here on opening night. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. As they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
11, Thomas. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that one too wide and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Fielded at the 20. They juked him.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a 1st down. Roughing, it is a 1st.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Higgins is going to have a Bengals 1st down up near the 40-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
11, empty. Take.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Got no command that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Second and 10 now. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one because they took away his arm. But he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. Dumps it off to Mixon. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
On third down, Burrow. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
Well, he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to...
If they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring it all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football, and the Bengals grab it.
And in our meeting with the special teams coordinator, we asked him, what's your philosophy on bringing the ball out? Do you give him a red light? Do you keep him in? Green light, let him go? Let's see if he changes from green light to red light after that costly error.
Yeah, you know what I remember from that meeting?
Here we go.
He brought donuts.
I like him.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but he's not happy right now.
No, don't tell everyone how many I had. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
11 mighty, 11 MP, 11 Thomas.
Mixon again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! T. Higgins. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. And now out comes Houston.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy for that one.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Young now. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, green. Yellow, blue. Go red. Blue strike. Ready.
Now Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
42.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the...
Now Burrow loses the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the... So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the set. Go, 10. Trouble, 38. Blue, go. Trail green.
Final play of the half, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
And they get him down, but now the Ford takes it across the 40-yard line.
So it looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
White, ball red. Ready?
Young off the play fake. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A gain there of 21 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
In motion right is Mingo.
They'll run on first down. Crawford.
And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
He's got a man, complete, and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Jonathan Mingo.
31 yards.
And the Oilers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
Here we go.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right.
And now off to the races, down the right side. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That's a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On second down, here's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Burrow looking to pass.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
On one, ready? 11.
Here's Burrow. That is incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
11 empty. 11
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. Here's a diving catch right side. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston set to take over. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On third down, it's Crawford. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Crawford. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try to throw now. Young. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to work his way down to the 16. And they're going to speed things up here.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Ready?
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. That is caught. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Crawford, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Oilers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't
forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Back to Mixon on second down. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now we're at the 41, second and 9.
11, 11, 11. 11 MT, 12. 11 mighty, 11 MT, 11
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And this is going to be intercepted. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Houston. What a great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Oilers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. But the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
11, 11.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow will throw.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Here we go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow on a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On 1st down, Crawford. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Crawford. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 and the 36. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Crawford. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Black shot. Green jack. Steel black. Ready?
Young to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 2 touchdowns. 1:52 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
11 MP.
Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he's brought down. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 2nd down, 8 yards to go.
11 MP.
Throwing, Burrow. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. It's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. To throw, Burrow. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Let's roll. 1-1, ready?
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Stop.
Burrow.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Here's Burrow.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Black.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game 1 of many to come. Sitting next to you, really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Houston, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.